Hey, what up? It's Arona, aka Cinematic Cisse, and today I'm talking about actors. Actors are the lifeline of movies. Actors can make or break a movie, but just because an individual has bad acting doesn't necessarily mean the movie is bad. That's just that person, because every role is not for every actor. It doesn't matter how big you are as an actor, you're not meant to play every role that comes out, even if it's filmed by a big time filmmaker, somebody you've filmed with before, and it might be something you really want to do. You might not be cut out for that role. Maybe it's your age, maybe it's not necessarily your ethnicity. It could just be your mentality. As what comes with acting, you have to have the mindset to do some of these roles because it looks better. It looks more authentic. Just like Training Day, they used real gang members in those movies for background. And look how it was. It looks so real. It sometimes that acting could strike fear in a person. You think you're there, and that's good because that's great acting. But if you're talking about a main role and you're trying to portray a real life individual, a gang member, a doctor, lawyer, my advice, sit down and talk to an individual of that background and get to know them and how they do things. Yes, they have advisors on set, but you want to go beyond the set. Spend a lot of personal time with these people so you can really get the real feel for how it is. Ask them to even shadow them at work. Say, this is how we do it. This is how we really talk at work, on the streets, wherever, just so your acting could be authentic as possible. Because one thing I see in a lot of content today is that some acting is very dry. No diss. I was watching the latest Law and Order episode last night, and some of the acting was kind of dry. I know it depends on the person, place, the situation, and the timing, but even if you're playing a small role, be that individual for that short amount of time. Just like Sun Tzu said, you are becoming. You're that person at that time. And I'm not talking about like being possessed and stuff. I'm just saying you're that individual for the time being. You want to be real as possible. When I was on Better Call Saul, on the Calshada episode, I'm sorry if I said it wrong, I played a traveler on a bus. I didn't shave for a minute because I wanted to make it look like I was really traveling. They put some fake sweat on me to make it seem like I've been there for a minute. And on my sweater, I did wash it, but it was used up and it looked like I've traveled in it. And I looked like I was really doing something. That's good. That's one reason way I got on that much screen time. But shout out to the set and to the people at Better Call Saul. But as I was saying, when you really are into this craft of acting, you want to be versatile as possible. If you're always funny, you want to learn to be serious. And if you're serious, you want to learn to be funny. Don't just do one thing your whole career. You want to have versatility, because if you want to show, hey, you could use me here, you could use me there. If you're not good at it, that's cool. I'm not one for comedy myself, but I will still be a part of it just to show versatility. And when you're really doing fights and all that stuff, learn a little bit of martial arts or learn a language, learn to swim, get your firearms certification, learn to shoot weapons just so you can be accurate on screen. I know you might not like firearms, but if you really want to play roles like maybe a police officer, military, security, you want your shooting to be accurate. I know you're not really shooting, but you really want to look like you know what you're doing. You want to make it seem like, hey, were you really in the military? Were you really in law enforcement or something? Because you want to show the audience that you're not acting. You're being. Just like Bruce Lee said, fighting without fighting. That same concept could be applied to acting. You're acting without acting. Don't look at the camera. Don't worry about the camera. Don't worry about the director, the set, and all that stuff. You're resembling real life. That's why I say movies are life. I'm not making a movie, I'm making life. And like I said, I don't mean to repeat myself. When you're doing that, people will think it's so real. They'll wonder if you were acting or not. If you're really sick in person, and I don't mean spread the sickness to people. Once you're past contagious, use that. If you're sick in the movie too, be sick on set. Like I said, to the point of past contagious, just so you can show that, hey, this is real. If you're tired, which I've been tired many times on set, and your scene is where you're tired, be tired. Be really get on there and look like you're about to pass out, because that will show the audience that you're serious. And that will also show other directors, hey, I take my craft seriously. When you read that script, learn every line in that script. Go above and beyond that. You are the movie. You are the set. You are that individual. Like, the reason why I'm saying this, because like I've said, a lot of acting has kind of become dry. My advice also, look at old school movies. Look how they were acting back in the day. That was real acting. That's why sometimes people were used in different things, because their acting was so great. I have people study all the great actors. It doesn't have to be A-list actors. It could just be somebody who wasn't that famous or anything, but they still had some great acting. Because you are the lifeline of the movie. You're the star of the show. People are going to see you. Most people don't care about the directors and behind the scenes. They care about you, the star of the movie. How this resembles to real life: God is the director, the writer, the producer, the stunt coordinator. Jesus was our stunt double. He took our place, so we don't have to go to hell. All we are just the actors, because God wrote our lives out. All we do is just act, and He directs our steps. That's how this reflects on to real life. All we do is listen to Him. We get blessed. Yeah, we'll go through some things, but He will be with us the whole way, because He's the ultimate director and He guides our steps. And that's how you really become a great actor, y'all. We banging.